Well, good morning everybody and welcome back. My name is Joel and this is A Stable Life. This is the day after we just worked on all of the equipment. I'm pretty confident the skid steer is still inside that shop, still opened up. Today we're going to be working on electrical for the stable. I am getting to the stable at 16 minutes past 9. I was doing some office work at the house and things got a little longer than I expected. But anyway, we are here and what we're going to be doing is replacing the main line that runs to the two-way switch all the way out there. So all the wiring in this conduit I got to replace. I'm going to be moving this big light here. This was also like the first sponsor we ever had from the channel, and I'm going to be putting it way out there on the back of the building. Changing these two light switches here to just one light switch. So we're going to be moving things on. Oh, hi. Hello there, little bird. And we're also going to be running new, wiring. As you can see, I got some conduit down here. We're going to be putting in a outlet and a light switch down here. We're going to be putting in an outlet up here that'll power all the lights in the feed room. And we're going to be putting in a light switch all the way at the back to power that light over there. So, got a lot to do today. Hey, Scoots. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. Hey, puppy. What's up? I can see they are currently working on shoeing horses, so I am not going to be turning power off quite yet. So that gives us time to get everything set up and ready. We have been hard at work. It's just me today, but like I said, my mom's feeding horses. That's all done. As you can see, pitch black down there. All the power's off to the stable right now, except for the fencer. Fencer is still working. And that switch powers all of the lights as well as all of the fans. So when you turn one light switch on, all the lights turn on, all the fans turn on in the summer. In the winter, it's just lights. Problem is, I'm only getting about 100 volts instead of 110. Those 10 volts that I'm missing, I'm losing in resistance since it's traveling so far and there's so much that's drawing on it. It's being powered by a 20 amp breaker. So obviously nowhere near what it should be. So we're replacing that with a 12 gauge wire, which is a thicker copper. So you can see there's the copper right there, kind of tiny, little thin. There's the copper in the new wire, a lot thicker. But everything should be running at full power and we shouldn't have any issues with all of that. So that's good. The plan is that instead of having to take all the conduit down, pull all the wire out, put all the new conduit back up, put all the new wire through, that I can kind of just connect them, just slowly pull it through conduit by conduit. So that's the goal. Hopefully it'll work. Only one way to find out, and that's to try. Okay, so I have decided that this is going to be a multi-day video. So when you guys are seeing this, there's going to be other days that have happened in between this, because this is going to be a huge project, and instead of like spanning this out into multiple videos, I'm thinking this will just be one video of us doing this job. So I'm going to show you what we have done, and yes, done, because there was a lot of thinking, a lot of struggle. Today wasn't that fun. But the way things are working now, I like this looking a lot better. The conduit was not big enough for both wires to run through it. Yes, I know I could have gone to the hardware store and picked up bigger conduit, but you have to keep in mind the hardware store is about a half-hour drive. So it's an hour drive just driving, and then you're probably there for half an hour, so it's an hour and a half of your day gone, which actually I'm heading there now that I'm done for the day so that I'm ready for tomorrow with what we'll need to do tomorrow. So going to the hardware store is kind of like a shoot. We need to go to the hardware store, not a, oh, I just forgot this one thing. Let me just zip up there and get it quick. It doesn't work like that for us here. I didn't really want to do the double conduit thing, but it actually does look nice. And it was easier to put up than trying to run two of those 12 gauge wires through it. So we are all the way to here. That is not how that's going to stay. That is just literally for now. I'm going to be getting a new box that can hook those in, and then we're going to continue the double conduit down to the switch. Then we should be good, hopefully. Right now, as for the lights, they look like I didn't do anything at all. If what I'm doing right now doesn't work, then I'm going to have to change the way that the stable is set up, but we'll cross that bridge if we get there. The old hyper light is now down, and all that's cleared up. So I had to rob some of my supplies from my other projects to do this one. So that's what I'm going to go pick up. So I haven't even gotten started on the other stuff that we're going to be doing. So, okay, enough blabbing. I'm on my way back to the hardware store. And this video is just getting started too. So as the day was going on, I wanted to record less and less and less. Sometimes, believe it or not, recording everything that you're doing isn't the best job in the world. But don't worry guys, we're optimistic. We got this. Yesterday we got the electric wire all the way to here. Now we got to continue on down. We're gonna be putting an outlet in just above all the horses. Right now they're all in. Morning, Sarah. So I'm thinking we've got enough conduit to get ourselves down here to Coco. Hey, Coco. Wanna say hi? Oh, that's Ava. Over here's Coco. Hey, Coco. Wanna say hi? First time lights are in this area and ever, right?
Oh yeah.
Go. My goodness, Coco. Perfect. Perfect. Today we're having sandwiches, and not just regular sandwiches. We got some turkey pastrami. I also put some jalapenos on there. Are you trying out the turkey pastrami?
Yes.
Do you like it?
I don't know.
What we got? Looks like she's got turkey pastrami, some lettuce, some tomato. Looking spicy with the pickles. As we're working hard on getting those outlets all up, I wanted to show you guys Pete. He is here. Peter, how we doing?
Doing good, Joel.
Things are going well?
Yep.
So, I don't know if we'll see it in this video, but Pete actually got himself a new tractor. A new to him tractor. Pretty exciting. Almost can guarantee it's going to be on the channel at some point. So make sure you stay tuned. What do we got to tell him, Pete?
Make sure you're subscribed.
That's right. That's right. And while you're there, you can always hit the like button so long as you're enjoying the video, of course, which I sincerely hope that you are. That's always a goal for every video, is to put a smile on your face.
Make sure you have those notifications on so that when that video comes out, you'll be the first to hear it.
Oh my goodness, look. See, I didn't even tell him to say that. That was all just Peter. Now you'll notice that this is a 14 gauge 3 wire specifically, which the 14 gauge is right, you know, in our wheelhouse for what we're going to be running through this with power. But the 3 is not needed. The only reason it's a 3 is because it's what we have left over from me replacing the lights. And so instead of buying all new wire and this just sitting around not doing anything, it's being used for this. In the future, if I ever do need it to be a 3 gauge wire though, it is nice to know that it's already there for me, which is why I'm not clipping it out from the get-go. just for our electricians out there that are watching me, questioning everything that I'm doing, which, you know, hey, it's good to question me. That's how I learn. Got ground, neutral or black. All right, Pete, can you do me a favor and go to the electrical panel box? We're gonna give a test. Okay, there's gonna be a 15 amp breaker that is gonna be off. Go ahead and turn it on. There's gonna be a light switch on the right-hand side. Go ahead and flip it off. Perfect. Flip it back on. Looking good, guys. Okay, you can turn the breaker off. And you can leave it off. That was just a test. Making sure everything works. Oh no! What's up? Not the gumdrop buttons. Any Shrek fans out there? You a Shrek fan, Pete?
Never watched it. At least not in my memorable time.
You've never watched Shrek?
I've watched it, but I have no memory of anything that happened.
Come on, bro. It's a good movie.
It's on the list of movies to watch. Salad, yeah.
Bit of a big bite on that one. And I gotta say, guys, I think everything really came out nice. Super happy with how everything came out. That is gonna be where we're gonna be taking a break for a while. We have from Bella all the way through to Samson completed. So every single stall now has its own outlet. Well, you know, Bella's is over here, but every single stall has the outlet on the far left side for the fans to plug into. Eventually, the line is going to continue across from where Samson's stall is over. There is going to be a big light that's going to be outside right over here, directly above me, shining out into the pasture. During the summer, it's really not needed, but during the winter, it is really needed. Since the sun sets at 4:30 p.m., oftentimes we're turning out the horses and it's so dark out here you can't even see. So it'd be nice to have a light that can show the horses that there's some light out here. Not to mention, if you need to see in the dark, just throughout the night, it's good to have a big bright light here. And then it will continue on from Casino all the way eventually over to Jack. But that is gonna be where we're gonna be taking a break with that project for now, because we have bigger projects that are just on the horizon and it's time to start preparing for them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know you always love seeing improvements being made for the betterment of the horses, our clients, and our stable. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure that you're subscribed. And now it's time for our question of the day. We're gonna be answering questions from the video Good Friends and Good Times. We're going to just be picking a random one. Got a question from Eric Jagel, 2762. At least I hope that that's how your name pronounced. Why such thick beards in the summertime? I guess where you are, it's not as hot as we are in Maryland. It's a good question. To be honest, we were thinking that the beards would be probably a summer only thing. But we weren't really sure. When we went down to Florida on our vacation, which is on the channel if you want to check it out and you haven't had the opportunity to, we thought it would be a great opportunity to trial run how a beard feels in the summertime. We figured it would be quite hot. Down in Florida, didn't notice a difference at all. Didn't make us hotter. That's of course personal. Some guys probably feel different about that. So we decided to keep them. I did keep mine. I'm keeping mine a little bit more well trimmed, and I kind of like how it looks. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna grow mine out in the winter time, thinking this is just where it's gonna be. Can't speak for Gavin or any of the other guys, but yeah, honestly, not too bad. As for temperatures, I don't know. Things have been quite hot. So if they're hotter in Maryland, then my goodness, I hope you're doing well, because those temperatures are in the triple digits, let me tell you. Got a question from BJ Harrison, 4460. I've always wondered why Argento is always the last or nearly last horse to come on from his pasture every single night. Good question. The answer is honestly in Argento's mind. You'll have to ask him. He just chooses to come up last. He's not low in the pecking order. He's actually pretty high in the pecking order. He's just kind of a carefree horse and doesn't really feel a need to get in first. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.